Brooks and Davis Real Estate Firm, LLC, offers more value than any other good full-service real estate brokerage firm when it comes to the sale of your home. We offer at least 27 things that contribute to your home selling in the least amount of time at the highest price. To receive our free home selling pamphlet, email us at info@brooksanddavis.com or call 713-665-8329. We also assist people who want to purchase homes or who are interested in getting their real estate license. Visit us at www.brooksanddavis.com.
Are you an inspiring entrepreneur? Or maybe you're an entrepreneur looking to take your business to the next level. My name is Larry W. Brooks, and I am the author of Empowering Quotes for the Entrepreneur in You and The Entrepreneur Code. In these two books, I guarantee you there's success secrets that will take your business to the next level. I personally invite you to visit LarryWBrooks.com. Go under the books link and purchase your signed personal copy from myself. You have a great day and have an awesome 2020.
Happy Thursday. Welcome to the Prime Real Estate Network podcast. I'm your host, Rick Davis. I urge you to follow me on social media at Prime Real Estate Rick. You can follow me on Facebook and Instagram at Prime Real Estate Rick. And if you're looking to buy, sell, or invest in residential or commercial real estate anywhere in the great state of Texas, but especially here in our lovely city of Houston, please visit our website at brooksanddavis.com. As always, my co-host sitting here with me, man, is not only a Texas real estate broker, but he is a multi-time author, serial entrepreneur, and the proud proprietor of Pure Hustle clothing brand. As always, I'd like to introduce to our audience the Texas real estate king, Mr. Larry W. Brooks. What's going on?
Hey, what can I say, man? That's a fire introduction, man.
Hey, man, you out here looking like the fireman. Fireman.
The red pH is popping today, though.
Hey, man, look, I'm telling you, it's got to be going online, man, because every time you wear the red brim, that's the one thing we always get hit about. As long as you don't wear my black on black Pure Hustle hat on here no more. Yeah, I mean, because I need that to be just the one I got, the one you got.
Exclusive, huh?
Oh, come on, stop playing. That thing live as fall. My goodness gracious.
It's crazy, man, because, today we're having amazing weather here in Houston.
Right.
We're at 70 degrees. The sun is out, man. So it's just smooth riding into town. But those of you that are joining us today, by all means, make sure that you get a chance to go to the YouTube page, follow, subscribe, hit the, leave a comment or something like that. If you think someone that can be an amazing guest, that we can bring them onto the platform so that they can be exposed to more people, we would love that opportunity as well. So I'm excited, Rick, man. We got a friend of mine that's on today. And Yeah. Do that introduction so we can bring him on so he can drop some nuggets for the people.
Hey,
today.
Look, man.
Gems.
No reason to even waste any time, man. We're going to get straight to it. Today's guest is not only a #1 best-selling author, but he is a public relations entrepreneur and the founder of Brepic Communications, live from his personal home via Zoom.
We in his house today.
Wait, look, we in his personal residence, man. I want to introduce to the Prime Real Estate Network audience our good friend, Mr. Justin Breen. How you doing, sir?
Oh, beautiful. Yeah, so I've done well over 100 interviews since my book came out, and this is by far the most excited I've ever been before an interview because, I'm all pure hustle.
You are
literally hustle, wearing the pure hustle. I'm in the tracksuit.
Come on.
Yeah.
Hey, man, thank you so much for sitting here with us.
Stand up, man. I've been like, here, I got the pants on. Here, wait, look at the, can you see?
Oh, you got the full tracksuit on.
Hey, I try to tell him, man, it looks good on you, man. Like, you know how to rock it. It fits you the right way and everything. We always appreciate your support, my friend. No doubt about it.
Okay, see, I'm all about it because, I resonate.
Yeah.
I just feel it, man. First time I talked to you, I'm like, oh, man, I got to talk more. I got to talk more to you guys because it's like, most people, they're just kind of floating around or whatever. Then there's people with the real hustle.
Yeah.
They'll do what it takes. And I'm just pure hustle.
Yeah.
Pure hustle.
No doubt, my friend.
Love
no
it.
doubt.
Love the message. Love it.
No, Justin, I want to thank you so much for sitting in with us this week, man, because studying your background, your company, one of the things I was most impressed with are the diversified hats that you wear and the different styles of companies that you manage and have founded. So just to start off with everybody is maybe most familiar with you for is, could you talk about founding Brepic Communications? What was your motivation, and what inequity did you see in the marketplace that you felt like you could found a company to fix?
Yeah, so like I said, I was more excited about this interview and I've done some really good interviews, but this is the one I've been most excited about. So your question right there just validated my excitement. So pure hustle, right?
Right.
And I'm going to keep saying pure hustle. So February 10th, 2017, I was a journalist full time. I had a 5-minute meeting with my company's managing editor and owner, and they cut my salary in half, not due to anything I had done, but it's what happens in journalism. So tried to find a full-time job, couldn't find a job, incorporated my company Brepic on April 16th, 2017, so 4-year anniversary. And so over the next 6 weeks, I reached out to 5,000 people to get my first 5 clients. So 1 out of 1,000 people said yes. 999 no's forever. Right. Okay, so that's the ultimate pure hustle.
Yes.
Got 5th client on, I think it was June 1st, I got the 5th client. June 2nd, I resigned from my full-time job. Again, I was working full-time, half salary, while reaching out to 5,000 people. And then June 5th, Robert Feeder, he's the top media columnist in the Midwest, did a story. I started my own firm. So that was just to get the company started.
Yeah.
And so that answers one part of your question. But the thing in the marketplace was the really interesting thing that you asked as well, is that, so I'm a 100% simplifier. I just hear blah, 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 and immediately simplify it. Right. So the formula to building a successful global company is very simple, is you see a problem, you create solution to problem solve, successful global company. So you see a problem, create solution, problem solve, successful global company. So I was a journalist for 20 years and created my entire business model based on how PR firms annoyed me for 20 years. So saw a problem, created a solution, problem solve, successful global company. And since it just solves the problem, it works for any business size, any location, any vertical. That doesn't matter. My company just solves the problem. So it's a lot of fun.
You know, one of the things about your company that I think the entrepreneurs, business professionals, real estate pros that watch our podcast will benefit from is how you assist entrepreneurs in scaling their online presence, as far as working in social media, how to get the most bang for their buck. Because I know one of the challenges that Larry and I hear from a lot of entrepreneurs and professionals is that I'm online, I've had some reasonable success, but I don't know how to scale that success and scale those clients so that I can get bigger, better, more affluent clients so that I can actually scale my business for and predict future outcomes and future earnings.
Great. Yes. This is the greatest conversation ever. I'm so excited about this. So all I hear over and over again, I'm a simplifier, blah, 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 simplifier.
Yeah.
So all I hear over and over is we're tired of being the best secret and we want to be in news and media at a high level to create validity and credibility for everyone. So that's all my company does. It just solves that problem. It just solves that problem. And then from a firsthand perspective, what you just said was, I completely resonated with that because, I've almost 50,000 followers on social media now. And so those followers are 2 types of people only, because I'm a simplifier and I'm very direct. So it just eliminates nonsense and attracts greatness. So the 2 types of followers that I have are the highest performing entrepreneurs on the planet or journalists. That's it.
Wow.
And so then my network just keeps, while it actually happens. WOW is meaningless unless it actually happens. So I only partner with people that make it happen. They have the hustle. WOW is a completely meaningless phrase to me unless it actually happens. So like I'm in all these entrepreneurial groups. They're all 5-figure investments, good investments. Because when you're in a room with people that make big investments, there's big outcomes.
That's right.
Big investment, big, right. So it just eliminates 99% of how most of the world thinks. And so I'm just so direct, it just eliminates nonsense and attracts greatness. Yep. And then those people, it just keeps exponentially growing every day. That's it.
And I want to ask this question to Larry, Justin, because he knows you and he's known you for a while. Larry, what is it about Justin's direct approach that you truly appreciate? Boiling down all the minutia, getting through all the fluff and getting down to the brass tacks.
Amazingly, I think it's exactly what he said. When people are talking and they're talking about the complications of their business, all he hears is blah, 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 blah. And then he's already calculating the solution to understanding what that looks like. So that's amazing. That's a skill set within itself. So I think that's the biggest thing that stands out to me, Justin.
Yeah. And go
ahead.
No, because sometimes when you're talking about your own children, and I look at corporations and everyone's practice as their baby.
Yep.
Sometimes you can get so detailed that you can't see the forest for the trees.
Yep.
So I think what you do, Justin, is you help people to actually deal in what's going on, realistic expectations, and not chase pie in the sky. Yeah. Because as entrepreneurs, we all are self-starters and we all have goals. But until it's kind of like you're pointed in the right direction, you could be just shooting buckshot. Yeah. And it could just go everywhere, and it's not necessarily something that's specifically trained and zoned in on success. So I want to thank you so much for what it is that you do. So could you talk a little bit about your authorship and your books and your writing background? Because I think one of the things, and you mentioned how many followers you have on social media, the most inspirational part about what you do is that you're not of a singular mind. Is that people can see what you do in social media, and then they can see how that translates into your authorship and how you actually produce educational materials for everyone. So talk a little bit about your writing and being an author and where that motivation comes from.
Yeah, so, man, what you said there was so good. Jeez. So buckshot, right? So the equivalent of buckshot in PR is spray and pray. You just blast this garbage out to... And so as a journalist, I received hundreds of press releases every single day for people I didn't know. That's buckshot.
Okay.
Buckshot is also abbreviated BS, buckshot. BS. BS, right. Okay, so actually, that's pretty good. That's good simplification right there.
That is pretty good, no doubt.
Yeah, so you just deal with BS. Yeah, you're dealing with BS and nonsense all day. So, again, I'm just directed and just eliminates that. And so I was born with a story. And so what does that mean, right? So when I was born, and this relates to pure hustle as well, you'll see in a second. So when I was born, my dad was 61 and my mom was 27. So 34-year difference.
Yeah.
Wow, that actually happened. And so my father was a World War II hero. He became an attorney in the Nuremberg trials, wound up becoming a president of an insurance company. He came from nothing. And so he kept a diary of his experiences fighting in the battle of the Hurtgen Forest toward the end of World War II. That was a very bloody battle. I still don't know how he kept that diary. It's one of the best things ever written. I'm a really good writer. This diary's way better than anything I've ever written. And so he died when I was 13. I found the diary after he died. Yeah, it's my most cherished possession besides my wife and children. And so I write exactly like he does. Boom, 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 boom. It's a really fascinating connection that we have, even though he's no longer here. So that's my dad. Yeah. And then my mom's 27 when I was born. So how did that happen? And so my father in his late 50s was driving on a highway, and a drunk driver swerved across the road and hit him head on, and the drunk driver was killed instantly. And my dad was shot down 9 times in combat, so he was shot down 9 times. He survived it, and so he was hit by a drunk driver. You break every bone in your body, but you survive it. You just survive. Wow. So, and then while that actually happened, right? So my mom was his nurse. So my mom literally nursed him back to health. And so most of my days talking to the world's top entrepreneurs, the very top, or the people that'll do what it takes. I've never met anyone in my life with more hustle than my mom, ever. Yeah. Never, ever. The hustle that we have, and I'm guessing you guys are off the chart hustle, literally. My mom, it's incredible. I've never met anyone the biggest survive and thrive ever. Wow. And so you combine that endless hustle with war hero, brilliant writer, came from nothing, became president of an insurance company, and here I am. Yeah, I'm just the representation of of them.
No, and what makes your story resonate with so many people is that, and Larry and I go through this a lot, is that as a business person and entrepreneur, when people meet you, Justin, they meet you at that finite moment in time. And some things that tend to be undervalued is the evolutionary process that you've had to go through to get to where you are at the time they meet you.
Oh, my God.
So when we're going to break to hear from our sponsors, but when we come back, Justin, I want to talk to you a little bit about your life before entrepreneurship. And because I'm sure people who've interacted with you from a business perspective may not envision you ever doing anything outside of what you are right now this second. So if you wouldn't mind, I want to get a feel for what motivates you, what inspires you in your life before entrepreneurship. Okay. I want to thank everyone for tuning into the Prime Real Estate Network podcast. We're going to take a short break to hear from our sponsors, but we'll be right back.
This is Rick Davis, realtor and host of the Prime Real Estate Network.
Are you currently leasing or looking to relocate to the Houston area and you find yourself falling in love with the home but aren't quite in a position to purchase? Well, no worries. We offer the Right to Purchase program. We can place you in the home of your dreams at current market rental rates and give you up to 3 years to buy. Did you know that a majority of the homes that are for sale offer better quality than those that are for rent? So why wait? Don't cheat yourself, treat yourself. Let me and my team help you purchase a home that you and your family can fall in love with. Give me a call today at 832-928-3963. And remember to follow the Prime Real Estate Network podcast on YouTube, Facebook, iTunes, Spotify, and Google Play. I look forward to hearing from you soon. Be blessed.
I'm serial entrepreneur Larry W. Brooks, and I'd like to personally invite you to take a closer look at the Pure Hustle clothing brand, along with several books that I've authored to take entrepreneurs, small business owners to the next level of their business. So please take a look at shoplwb.com. How do you survive?
Welcome back to the Prime Real Estate Network podcast. I'm your host, Rick Davis. If you don't follow me on social media, follow me at Prime Real Estate Rick. Visit our website at brooksanddavis.com if you're looking to buy, sell, or invest in residential or commercial real estate. And as always, my co-host, Mr. Pure Hustle himself, the Texas Real Estate King, Mr. Larry W. Brooks. What's going on, my brother?
Hey, man, what can I say? Enjoying the conversation. I'm actually enjoying this moment of Zoom. Like we've only done one of these in the past with Mr. Darren Palmer from Self Publishing 30 Days, but to be able to do another one with JB, Justin, and the thing is I actually met Justin through Darren Palmer, so it's always amazing. And I always told him these Zoom platforms are set up for our special guests. So,
no, absolutely.
They're getting us familiar with it. You have to trust the person when you do them, so it's been ideal.
I want to make sure I give a big shout out. I want to thank all of our YouTube subscribers, man. I want to thank you all for all the support. Yeah. Everyone who checks us out on Spotify, iTunes, thank you so much. Like, share, subscribe, man. Thank you so much for everything you're doing. But, of course, Larry and I would be remiss if we didn't ask for more support. So, please, if you have time in the day while you're stuck in traffic, check out the Prime Real Estate Network podcast.
Come on.
And also, this afternoon, I will be appearing on the Brooks and Davis Real Estate Firm Realtor Life podcast. Yeah. So please, everyone, this afternoon, visit the Facebook page of Brooks and Davis Real Estate Firm. I'll be on the Realtor Life podcast with Mr. Michael G. Davis of Brooks and Davis Real Estate Firm, man. So I want to make sure I ask everyone to check us out this afternoon, man. We had a really exciting conversation, and I think it'll be something everyone can take some from.
Take a look at that. And then not only that, even moving forward, every Tuesday, for those of you that enjoy or that are on the Clubhouse app, every Tuesday we speak at 7:05. Well, I take that back. We start about 6. We have one at 6 with Joyce Johnson, where we're talking about entrepreneurship and sales on Clubhouse. And then at 7:05, we start with Mr. Davis, where we recap episodes like Mr. Davis is doing this evening. So most definitely, if you're on Clubhouse, you want to check in with us, just click the green box. It's the Prime Real Estate Network Club on there. So thank you so much. Man. Yeah, we got the club on Clubhouse, man.
Show love to everybody, man. We want everybody down with us all day, man, because you'll be surprised how often Mr. Brooks is out and about sharing his real estate knowledge, and it seems like he gives his best nuggets after 10:30 at night. So all those on Clubhouse who really want to know how to get their money in real estate, man, follow the Prime Real Estate Network Clubhouse channel, man. So let's do that. But without any further ado, I want to introduce this week's guest, Mr. Justin Breen, founder of Breppert Communications, best-selling author and public relations entrepreneur. Thank you so much for being with us, Justin.
Yeah, I want to be called Pure Hustle of the North. That's what
I like it. That's a powerful
The Pure Hustle of the North.
Pure Hustle North. I like it. No doubt.
Oh, my goodness, man. Well, you can have it, man. Yeah. Hey, like you said, definitely, no doubt, man. I want to thank you so much for sitting in with us. And I just want to get into a little bit about your life before entrepreneurship. What did you do professionally before you took the plunge? And what tipped the scales to get you from the sideline and into the game?
Yeah, so I was born to be in this game because of where I come from. And I never come prepared for it. I've interviewed over 10,000 people since, I've been a journalist. And, since I started my company 4 years ago, I've interviewed thousands or talked to thousands of the top entrepreneurs in the world. So I never come prepared with any questions except what did your parents do, or what do your parents do? And then I always end an interview, is there something else that you'd like to add, something I'm missing, something that would be good for this story? So the reason why I ask about parents is two reasons. One, I'm endlessly fascinated with my own parents. I mean, it's just such an unusual sort. Okay, so that, and then two, when people start thinking about where they come from, they think about where they've gotten to and then where they're going. But it's really important to know where you come from first. And so because of my parents, I was always meant to be an entrepreneur. Like most people could not reach out to 5,000 people, get rejected 4,995 times, and then be like, oh, whatever, it's entrepreneur life. But I can, that's fine, whatever, that's entrepreneur life. Mm-hmm. And then I was born with a story because my father, he's just a brilliant, insanely brilliant storyteller. So it's just in my head. So I've wanted to be a journalist since even before I was born. So most people don't understand what that means, but the highest performing entrepreneurs completely understand it. Mm-hmm. And so I went to college for journalism. I was a TV broadcaster. My high school, we were fortunate enough to have our own TV station. So I broadcasted basketball and soccer games and other sports for high school TV station, and worked at the college newspaper. I'm still the College of Media Journalism Chair for University of Illinois. I graduated from there in 1999, so I've been doing that for 15 years. And then, 20 years as a full-time journalist, doing every job you can imagine, from a small newspaper sports writer to a very large digital company in Chicago, a senior editor, to a managing editor at a company, as an executive editor in charge of dozens of people in South Dakota. So my whole life has been in this field. And what my company does now, there's no deviation from what I did as a journalist. And so I'm not a PR firm owner. I'm an entrepreneur who happens to be a journalist. And there's a very big difference between a PR firm owner and an entrepreneur who happens to be a journalist. Very big difference.
Wow. Every week, and Larry and I have had the honor and privilege to interview over 100 entrepreneurs. And one of the questions that we always ask is there a member of your close family that it might have motivated you and inspired you into a life of entrepreneurship? But you've been so transparent and forthright during your interview that we know where that motivation comes from. So
DNA, man.
Right. So I wanted to do a quick pivot, and this is something that you'll be the first person that I've asked this question to, is that we know your initial motivation and inspiration, but after being able to enjoy the level of success that you've enjoyed as an entrepreneur, what inspires you on a daily basis? What gets you up in the morning? What is that carrot that you're chasing? Because I think one of the things that all business owners and entrepreneurs are at the risk of falling to is complacency. If we don't hold ourselves accountable and we don't be around like-minded people. So what is it? What is it that motivates you in the morning and gets you out the bed?
Okay, so one, I would recommend asking that to everyone. I'm 100% simplifier, so blah, 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 simplify. Yeah. And so the purpose of my life is to be a connecting superhero for every visionary, abundance, investment mindset entrepreneur and share their stories with the world. I will say that again. The purpose of my life is to be a connecting superhero for every visionary, abundance, investment mindset entrepreneur and share their stories with the world. And so when I'm not hanging out with my wife and our two sons, 8 and 6, and the 8-year-old started his first business when he was 7, our 6-year-old wants to be a Navy SEAL. So I'm not spending time with them. That's 100% of my day. Not 99%, 100% of my day is in that. I never get tired of it. I never get bored. It's extremely lucrative. It's fun. And it just weeds out all noise and nonsense of the things that you're talking about with most people, because they're all over the place. And I'm the exact opposite of that. I'm 100% simplifier. And so there's a test called the PRINT test, P-R-I-N-T. So the reason why I'm bringing this up is because it talks about your unconscious motivators. The things that people see the tip of the iceberg, but they question you're asking is the stuff under the water, the majority of the iceberg. So that's what the PRINT test tells you. It tells you your unconscious motivators. So my PRINT score is 8.3. The 8 is my major unconscious motivator, which is to be strong and self-reliant, and my minor is a 3, to succeed and achieve. So no matter how great and how big my company grows, it could be a quadrillion-dollar company. I will always have an unconscious motivator to be strong and self-reliant to succeed and achieve. Not because I'm not satisfied with where I'm at, but because there's so many cooler things out there.
Yeah. Right.
There's endless cool things out there. Right. So there's no satisfaction. It's satisfied, but there's endless looking for growth and improvement because there are cooler and cooler things out there. And why wouldn't you think like that?
I want to thank you for talking about this print test because that's something that I wasn't aware of, and I'm going to make sure I do some due diligence. And
I'd love to see your score.
Right.
So
put myself through
the other one,
print test.
Right. Yep. So print to land the plane, I think it's $250 US. Good investment. The one score, I think I put it in my name. Yeah. So if you look at my name, it says my name, and then there's a number there. So that's my Kolbe score, KOLBE. So that's the top test for entrepreneurs in the world. I'm very confident saying that. And so that score is representative of my brain strengths, not my personality, my brain strengths. And so when I meet someone, there are only two things that I write down before I meet someone. One is their name, and two is their Kolbe score. Because when someone knows or understands their Kolbe score, it's a higher level of conversation 100% of the time. And then two is the Bible of Strategic Coach, which is the top entrepreneurial group in the world. And I've been in that for 2 years, and I'm very confident saying that. And so in Strategic Coach, it's your name, the industry you're in, so it'd be real estate or marketing or whatever, and then your Kolbe score. And
Okay.
Right. And so most really high-performing entrepreneurs, and Rick, I think this will answer partially what you've just asked, is most of them are very high quick start, boom, 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 and then they're little to no follow-through. So whether that's ADD, diagnosed or undiagnosed, they're all over the place, and they're just all over the place. And so I have high quick start, boom, 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 and I have high follow-through, which is very, very rare. So I just say it, do it. It just gets executed and simplified very quickly. And so I love talking to people that are all over the place because they're like blah, 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 and then I just simplify it immediately. Just simplify it. Right.
No, I mean, because I want to give everyone in our audience an opportunity to not only change their business mindset, but also change their business life and future by reaching out to you. So if you don't mind, Justin, please share your contact information, website, and social media handles with our audience, please, sir.
Yeah, sure. So if you have the right mindset, it attracts the right network and creates the right opportunities. Right mindset leads to the right network. Yeah, so I haven't done outbound sales or e-funnels in years. I just have the right mindset, it attracts the right network and creates the right opportunities. So best way is LinkedIn. I have over 25,000 followers there. I use it as a commercial for others. So Justin Breen on LinkedIn, and company is RepicLLC.com. Then I only partner with people with 3 attributes in their mindset. So those attributes are visionary, abundance, investment. Visionary, abundance, investment. So people with those 3 attributes can only be one of 2 types of people with those attributes. 1, you're running a high 6-figure to 10-figure business, U.S. dollars. You see your family whenever you want to, and you do it. Yeah, you're just going to nod. Do what you like to do, what you're good at. Or you're going to be one of those people. You're not there revenue or profit-wise yet, but you will be. So there's no what do you cost or charge. There's no nickel and diming. There's no scarcity. There's what does an investment with you look like? Then you take action. So my company's tens of thousands of people with those 3 attributes in their mindset. So if you have those 3 attributes, I'm happy to hear from you. And if you don't have them, you're not going to reach out anyway because you won't.
Right. That's so. That's so sincere because I want to thank you for sitting in with us, man. I know time is money. I know how busy business owners are on Thursday, so. Larry and I always like to thank everyone who carves time out their busy Thursday schedules. So I urge everyone in our audience, reach out to Justin, reach out to him on social media, pick his brain, and take advantage of all of his knowledge and expertise when it comes to not only right-sizing your business, but also right-sizing your business mindset, because I think that's most important. So I want to thank you again, Justin. Mr. Brooks.
Yes, indeed.
Any information you want to share with our audience before we sign off this week at the Prime Real Estate Network?
You know, what I like to always tell our audience is we bring on the most amazing guests and entrepreneurs in the best spaces in the world so that you can take advantage of the services that they offer. So by all means, I want you guys to do that. Reach out to Justin. If you're ready to level up, or if you're at the level that we just got through speaking of, reach out, meet new friends, build relationships that can take you to the next level. So as for this weekend, I will be here in the city, not doing much, enjoying our weather.
Right.
That's it, man.
Oh, well, I want to thank everyone for tuning into the Prime Real Estate Network podcast. I urge everyone, Follow us on social media. Visit our website at brooksanddavis.com if you're looking to buy, sell, or invest in residential or commercial real estate. On behalf of myself, Rick Davis, I want to thank everyone. And the Texas Real Estate King, Mr. Larry W. Brooks, would like to thank everyone as well. We'll see you all next Thursday.
Yeah.
Be blessed.
Brooks & Davis Real Estate Firm, LLC is marketing a property for sale right now that you can buy. These properties range from land lots for under $20,000 to move-in ready homes $500,000 and more, along with everything in between. To see this week's list of properties for sale you can buy now, go to bit.ly/BDREF weekly list. That's bit.ly/BDREF weekly list. If you plan on selling some real estate and you need it on the weekly list, call 713-665-8329 to speak with someone about it.